Joe and the Magical Library. Once upon a time in a small town, there lived a curious boy named Jojo. Loved to play with his friends and explore the world around him. But there was one thing Joe didn't understand: why adults always talked about the importance of learning and going to school. To Joe, learning seemed like hard work, and he'd rather spend his time playing. One afternoon, while wandering through the town, Joe stumbled upon an old, mysterious building he had never noticed before. It was the town's library, but it looked like something out of a fairy tale. The windows sparkled with colors, and the doors creaked open as if they were inviting him inside. Joe entered the library and was immediately greeted by the sight of towering bookshelves filled with colorful books. As he wandered deeper into the library, he spotted a glowing book on a pedestal in the center of the room. Intrigued, Joe opened the book, and to his surprise, a soft voice spoke, "Welcome, Joe! This is no ordinary book. It holds the secrets to the power of knowledge." Before Joe could close the book, the room began to spin, and in a flash of light, he found himself in a magical world full of talking animals, flying machines, and inventions he had never seen before. A wise old owl flew down from the sky and landed beside Joe. "Welcome to the world of learning," Joe the owl said. "Here you will discover the wonders that knowledge can bring to your life." "But how is learning so important?" Joe asked, still confused. "I thought I didn't need it." The owl smiled. "Let me show you," he said, flapping his wings and leading Joe to different parts of the magical world. First, they visited a group of birds who were building a huge nest on top of a tree. Joe watched as they carefully placed each stick in the perfect spot to create a strong, sturdy home. "See," said the owl, "just like these birds, people need knowledge to build and create things. Without learning, they wouldn't know how to make something strong and safe." Next, they flew to a field where a group of children was playing with robots they had built themselves. The robots could talk, dance, and even help clean up. Joe was amazed. "Those kids learned how to build these robots by studying science and math," the owl explained. "Learning gave them the power to invent things that helped make life better." The last stop was a beautiful garden where a young girl was reading a book to a group of animals. The story she read was filled with adventures, and the animals listened closely, their eyes wide with excitement. Through reading and learning, people can travel to faraway places, meet new people, and experience amazing adventures, just like you're doing right now, the owl said. Joe began to understand. He realized that learning wasn't just about sitting in a classroom. It was about discovering new things, solving problems, and making the world a better place. Whether it was building, inventing, or simply understanding how the world worked, learning gave people the tools they needed to succeed.